Hi everyone, and very Merry Christmas to all you wonderful racists who are watching my channel. And of course it's now Christmas Eve, and over here in Finland it's 9:18 p.m. right now. And I have been making some Christmas dinner for us. I love cooking and baking, so Christmas is a very good excuse to go over the top and cook and bake everything that comes to your mind. So I've been making like a bacon ham blue cheese pie, and we cooked a 6 kilogram ham. I don't know how we are supposed to eat it all. And some garlic potatoes, cold smoked salmon, heat smoked salmon, beetroots, carrots, pretty much everything. And I thought I'd tomorrow make some chocolate mousse cake. I haven't made a cake in a long time, so I think it'll be funny. And I also have materials for some cinnamon buns and marshmallow chocolate cookies, so maybe at some point I'll bake those too. And I'm really glad my boyfriend liked his gift, because it's always so nerve-wracking when you give a new person a gift for the first time, because you don't know them like completely. So there's no knowing like what they are expecting for, like what are they going to like. And he obviously liked my gift, so I'm really happy about that. I gave him this gift bag that had different stuff in it. There was, for example, this 40 euro bottle of 12-year-old scotch, and these gloves that have these separate parts over your fingers and thumbs that you can flip over, so you can uncover your fingers without taking your gloves off, which will come handy for him because he has to use a lot of his tablet and cell phone outside for shooting videos. And then there was some more private stuff, which he seemed to like very much. But anyway, I'm really glad he liked it. I was hoping for him to not be disappointed, and I don't know, we are having a lot of fun, like just eating, hanging around, watching what's going on in Facebook, listening to these Christmas songs from 40s and 50s, and there was even some talk about marriage. But maybe at some point in the future. And I've been following this Christmas coverage, and it's always interesting to see what left-wingers come up with during Christmas time, because they just love to spoil it for everyone. Like if they see people having fun with something, say Christmas, they have to spoil it. And I found this wonderful article, which was obviously written by some raging feminists. And the title is 8 Christmas songs that are totally terribly sexist. And I thought I'd go through this list. And the first one on the list is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. And this was completely new to me. I hadn't ever heard this before. And I don't think this is terrible. It's clearly some black comedy. It's not meant to seriously talk about a dead grandmother. And they say the most offensive lyric about this is, "It's not Christmas without Grandma, all the family dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open her gifts or send them back?" What's terrible about that? That's a comedy. It's meant to be funny. There's no dead grandma in reality. This is fantasy. It's fiction. And the second one, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. I really like this song. And they say, to be fair, I've already written a separate article about how All I Want for Christmas Is You could stand to be more feminist. And by written a separate article, I mean I rewrote the song entirely. However, despite being one of my personal favorite Christmas songs, I don't like the idea that the woman narrating the song doesn't want anything for the holidays except a man, and that she's relying on another man, Santa Claus, to get aforementioned man for her. And they say the most offensive lyric is, "Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Won't you please bring my baby to me?" So what's offensive about that? That's completely normal thinking for a person in love. Like when women or men are in love, that's completely normal thinking. That all I want for Christmas is you. people in love are completely happy if they get the person they want. And I just have to look how she rewrote this song. And she has rewritten this All I Want for Christmas Is You like this. I don't want a lot for Christmas. I have everything I need. I appreciate the presents other people gave to me. I just want to reach my goals, my ambitions not for show. I'll accomplish what I choose. I've got all I want for Christmas. It's true. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Everything I want, I learn it. My endless drive will light the way. There's a boy who caught my eye. I wish he was here tonight. I admit that would be cool, but I've got all I want for Christmas. It's true. So she kind of likes this guy. He kind of wants him to be there, but okay, I'm completely happy anyway without him. Like, okay, she's not in love then. Because if she was in love, if she really loved that guy, she wouldn't be completely happy without him. She wouldn't say that she has all she wants for Christmas, because she would want that guy too. And she continues. Oh, I won't ask for much this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I'm not going to keep on waiting when I can do things on my own. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for Saint Nick. Santa Claus is good for children, but I can't count on magic tricks. Okay, she is clearly like a party pooper. Some people have fun with the idea of Santa Claus. Everyone knows he's not real, but people talk about it because it's fun, and she has to spoil it. I'm the hero of my story. I'm the one who'll bring me glory. With or without you, I've got all I want for Christmas. It's true. True, baby. Oh, all the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air. And everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, I don't need your matchmaking skills tonight. I'm the only one who'll do this right. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas, but I do have one small wish. There's a special guy I'm wanting, and I'd love just one small kiss. Oh, I'll just grab some mistletoe for a Christmas party at my home. If my wish doesn't come true, I've still got all I want for Christmas. It's true. So obviously she's not really in love, because if she was, she wouldn't be happy without that guy. Like, this is what I hate about feminists. Like, they are completely trying to ruin the closeness between men and women, because healthy couples have to need each other a certain amount. They have to rely on each other. They have to give a small part of what's essential to them and make it the other person's responsibility. Like in the olden times when the men relied women to take care of children, prepare food, take care of the house, and the women had to rely their livelihood on the man going to work. So that's how it happens in healthy relationships. If you want to have that emotional connection, you have to need the other person at least a bit. But when you say that you shouldn't need anyone at all, and I think it's really unhealthy, and you really can't achieve a healthy and happy relationship like that. Like, it's completely ruining all closeness between men and women. And the third song, they say, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. The fact that we have an entire song devoted to woman's infidelity, with Santa Claus no less, but no such fun Christmas carol for a guy, despite Mrs. Claus being a thing, really says it all. And giving this classic Christmas song another listen reveals that there might be something a little more insidious than a simple infidelity at play. The child who snuck out of bed and witnessed this alleged instance of cheating apparently thinks it would be hilarious to report this back to dad for some reason. And they say the most offensive lyric is, "Oh, what a laugh it would be! Oh, what a laugh it would have been if daddy had only seen mommy kissing Santa Claus tonight." So this is fiction, and this isn't about serious infidelity. It's about the dad of the family being dressed as Santa Claus and mommy kissing him, and the kid thinking it's the real Santa Claus. It's fiction. These aren't real people. There isn't any real infidelity at play over here. And it's ridiculous that this woman actually thinks it's sexist that the child would report back to dad about seeing mommy kissing Santa Claus. Like, how can that be? Of course the kid would tell. Like, that's how kids are. It's not like controlling this mother's sexuality or anything. It's just what kids do. And the next song, number 4. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And they say, listen, I understand that it's a traditional fact that guys like to play with guns and girls like to play with dolls or something. But we don't need to reinforce gender stereotypes in our Christmas carols, okay? Update yourself to the modern century. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let's have the boys put aside the pistols and the girls put aside the dolls and roll out some gender-neutral gifts, shall we? Okay, if the kids want them. But usually girls want dolls. They want those girly toys. And usually boys want the guns and trucks and other masculine toys like that. So why should we start giving children gifts they don't like? How about just letting them choose their own gifts? Even if those end up reinforcing gender stereotypes. Why do we have to force kids into being gender neutral? And they say the most offensive lyric is, a pair of hop-along boots and a pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen. Okay, so boys want a cowboy, or they want cowboy toys, and the girls want dolls. That's how it is in reality, like in 95% of the cases. Okay, and then the next one, number 5, Santa Baby. And they say, I mean, the entire song is essentially someone trying to seduce Santa Claus in order to get a bunch of Christmas presents. Male or female, though the song is traditionally sung by females and directly references being a good girl, it's still a bit awkward to be breathily requesting that Santa gets you cars and rings because you called him baby. All the women who are independent, throw your hands up at me. This is a fun song, and it's not about Santa Claus, it's about woman having a lover. And she playfully asks this lover for all these nice things and makes this little threat that if you don't give me these wonderful things, I might not be your girlfriend anymore. But it's obviously playful, it's not serious. And they say the most offensive lyric is, think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you'd check off my Christmas list. Yes, this is the playful part. Like, this is clearly not a serious relationship conversation. This is a woman playing with her boyfriend, saying that, okay, buy me all these wonderful things and I'll be good next year too. But it's clearly not a serious threat, and it's not serious gold digging. It's all very playful in the song. And the next, number 6, 12 Days of Christmas. Oh, how could this possibly end up here? Oh, let's see. To be fair, 12 Days of Christmas and I have always had problems with one another. Mainly because when I was a child, I had no idea what they were talking about with some of the items my true love was giving me for Christmas. However, now that I am an adult, I realize how weird and awful it is that my true love is sending me people for Christmas, let alone crowds of people. Take back your 10 lords a-leaping, sir, I'm not into slavery. And they say the most offensive lyric is, on the 8th day of Christmas my true love sent to me 8 maids a-milking, aka the exact moment my true love started sending me people. Holy shit, like, these people are completely autistic. Like, she takes this completely literally. That, okay, some guy is sending humans to this woman. Like, all the other items, or most of them, are bizarre items too. Like, they aren't something you would really send to a person. This is meant to be a funny, weird song. Nothing else. It's not about fucking slavery. And number 7, Santa Tell Me. Santa Tell Me might have only just come out, yes, but I'm going to call it out for sexism. Don't get me wrong. I love Ariana Grande's latest Christmas hit, and I've listened to it several times since its debut. However, always is however, I have to be the one to reiterate something that many Christmas songs don't seem to realize. You don't need to be in love with someone or in a romantic relationship to feel happy or fulfilled this Christmas. Say it out loud, say it proud. Can someone please write a song about that? And okay, if it's perfectly normal to be happy without a relationship, then why are the headlines in all the women's magazines now saying, okay, this is how you can have a fun Christmas even though you are alone? Like, take some time for yourselves, draw yourselves a nice little bath, heat up the sauna, go for a walk, relax. Like, why do they have to give happiness advice to lonely people if it's normal or completely achievable for them to be happy on Christmas when they are lonely? People they are group animals. They like to be with one another. And it's easier to be happy when you have a person who supports you and loves you and who you can do fun things with. And there's nothing wrong with saying it out loud. It's easier to be happy when you are in a relationship. And it actually even turned out in this research project that had been made in Finland that measured people's happiness, and the happiest people in the country were childless couples. After them came these couples with children, and only then single people. So clearly relationships have something to do with happiness. And then she says the most offensive lyric about this song, Santa Tell Me, is, "Now I need someone to hold, be my fire in the cold." Oh, it's so terrible to need someone. Like, you can't be a feminist if you need someone, or if you want somebody in your life, or if you miss somebody, because you have to be completely independent. You don't, or you shouldn't form any sort of emotional connections outside of your own self. Like, block all people and build this wall around you so you will have no closeness or no real relationships with anyone. Like, that's the feminist ideal. And of course, number 8, Baby It's Cold Outside. This is my favorite Christmas song, actually. And it was my favorite Christmas song even before I found out that feminists really have a problem with this. But when I heard about it, it made me like the song even more. So, she says, Baby It's Cold Outside is a Christmas song so problematic that many covers just outright change the lyrics. You know why. You know why. If you don't know why, let me be the one to ruin this for you. There's a line that subtly references the female singer being drugged by the male singer. That alone makes the entire song 10 times creepier and 10 times more sexist than it would be otherwise. Hence why that line is frequently removed. Most offensive lyric, the neighbors might think, baby it's bad out there. Say what's in this drink? No caps to be had out there. And I know this song pretty well. I think I know the lyrics just off the top of my head. And it's clearly a playful song about romance. The woman is playing hard to get. She doesn't want to leave, but she has to pretend that she's leaving, so she's not pushing herself. And the guy then, of course, jumps into the play and say, okay, just stay here. It's bad out there. You won't get a cab. And it's snowing and it's so cold. And the woman, after each verse, she always changes her mind and says, okay, well, maybe one more drink, maybe one cigarette more. And she clearly wants to stay. And in the very last verse of the song, when the part comes in which the guy usually has sung Baby It's Cold Outside, the woman joins her in singing that part, but Baby It's Cold Outside, and she sits down on the sofa. So she clearly wants to stay, but she wants to play hard to get, so she can have her chastity, so she's not too pushy. And the guy also gets to play the conqueror in that game. So it's a romantic game. There's nothing malevolent about it. It's how people act when they are in love and when they are just forming a relationship. And clearly the what's in this drink is a joke. It's not something the woman says seriously. Okay, so that kind of Christmas songs. Okay, here are my Christmas feelings. So thank you for listening and bye. And I'll be making some commentary on the Berlin attack and the left-wing reaction to that soon. Bye bye and have a Merry Christmas.